Okay, so going back to the whole collaboration thing and just identity. I mean, obviously, as a black woman in this space, what would you, besides the whole not collaborations and all that, what kind of pros and cons do you see to like your identity? Because I mean, it's a lot of, dudes talking about credit, women are talking about credit. Obviously, you have some stuff stacked against you. There may be some stuff in your favor. Can you just kind of talk about, that identity?
What's in my favor? I have a
Pretty
dealership.
privilege. Oh, wait, what?
What?
Go ahead.
Okay, no, not pretty fair. No, I really
Way,
there's a lot
man.
of pretty females doing this thing too.
Yeah, no,
So
most definitely, most definitely.
there's
I talk about this with my mentees. Like men and women marketing is different, but at the same time, you can talk about the cons. I understand some of them.
no, like there's a lot of pretty. That I think it's kind of a hard because I'm battling a lot of pretty other girls too doing this thing. So and they have
Yeah.
other things up their sleeves that I don't even have, and I'm like, you know what? I'm scared to post that type of stuff, but then listening,
Oh
the
man.
followers, and I'm like, you know what? I find this it's not that bad. Like, okay, it might get me a couple extra followers. I don't know, but no, but that's what that. But I have like my dealership, so people be trying to get these cars and stuff like that. So I know like the whole ins and outs of getting a car, what the bank is like. People be coming with, oh, no down payment. I'm like, y'all not telling people the whole story,
Full
but
story.
like, yeah, like it's cool to say I've gotten cars with no down payment. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't put no down payment, but I'm like, I'm not telling people like they can't go inside a dealership with 500 credit score and get no down payment. Stop telling
Mhm.
people that, or stop telling people, yeah, I need to have y'all want no down payment. You have to at least show some type of finance on your credit previously that you financed something worth 80K, 70K. Don't think you can walk up in a dealership and get 80, 70K no down payment. You gotta get your feet wet. You gotta show some type of relationship, some type of rapport, some type of history prior before coming. Don't think, yeah, I'm gonna roll off. So you like think about it. Would you trust somebody that don't have that you never did business with them? They don't have no relation, no reputation. Trust them with 50K of your own money? No, you're not gonna. You're like, now I need to see some references. I need to see some your bank account. I need to see your transactions before I lend you. I need to see some type of history before that. So they be telling people, oh, no down payment. You're not supposed to pay the down payment. So you go inside the dealership arguing hard and strong. Like, yeah, I'm not supposed to pay because of what some guru on Instagram just told you, and you looking crazy. And so that's why I tell people like you need do that research. But I have the dealership and I'm able to look at the whole playbook and see like why you're gonna pay a down payment. And there's a certain bank that you work with. They only gonna find they say we have tier one deals, we have tier two, tier three, tier four, tier five. You want a tier one deal, you need to come with a 800 or seven something above score. And you need to have at least auto loan attached of about 30K so we can give no down payment. If your score is lower than that, then you'll want 10% of that deal. We're only going to finance 120 of the deal. The dealer can sell the car at 130% of market value, but we're only going to finance 120 of the market value. So those things and factors come into play, and why that's where you have to come. And if you want a big boy car, you need to come with a down payment. I'm the dealer. I'm not taking that loss. I'm not gonna move my ticket, whatever it is. I'm not gonna do that. So you want this car, you're gonna have to come with that extra money that the bank is not gonna finance. They're not saying they're not gonna pay for it, but they're not gonna finance all that money of what it is.
Yeah.
Like when you fixing and flipping, I got fix and flip. They would say, oh, based on whatever it is, we only gonna find based on the after repair value, we're only gonna give you about 80% of the whole appraisal. Certain things like that. They don't give you all the money, they'll give you some of the money. But that's saying they're not gonna do it, but they'll give you portion of it. So things of that nature because of your experience, they feel like it's too much of a risk to give you all that money because it's your age, all the type of stuff plays a factors. So that's why I just tell people. Um as like an aspect. Like so there's different rounds and different things that go into this whole finance is very wide and broad. I've been telling people if you want to know certain things, ask specific questions. I'll give you
Yeah,
specific answers. Cause we can ask this question and answer all day around and go around and around. And it's like, but are you getting it? Are you piecing it together?
definitely. So what would you say is some of your biggest client wins or most memorable? I wanted to talk about that. This gives people some more
Most.
motivation. Is there
When
any
I
that comes off the
first,
top of your head?
huh?
Does any
When I
client
first
wins?
started, hmm. Oh, one of my clients got almost 250K in business credit
Nice.
off of an ebook.
Nice.
Ebook he bought from me. I seen all the credit cards. I be posting. I'm so proud. That's why I started posting on Instagram. Another person got a car. He got a car just by me. Like this is when I was in the Facebook days. Like a lot of
Mm.
my clients were like, "Yo, I remember when you was just on in the group doing, man." I was if I tell you what I was doing, I think I was doing inquiry removal or something like that for like 275 or something like that. And it was like, yeah, or I forgot it was some crazy number, but they've been finding it's like, yo, you grown. Like they can't believe like this is this girl. I'm like, and I'm sitting here like, damn, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I need to do a little bit more. Like I need to cut. They be like, no, you do. I'm like, mm-mm. I'm like, no, that's not what. No, no. They're like, yeah, you doing the thing, girl. Like, yeah, you doing it. I'm like, mm-mm. Like, I feel like I need to reinvent myself, put that more drive into it. Like, I don't know. You got to think about it. You in competition with yourself, but nobody, you're not in
Hmm.
competition with anybody else. So,
Definitely. Where do you feel that need for wanting to reinvent yourself comes from? Is it like from how you grew up? Have you always been like that?
um, no, that's just like when me coming into social media and understanding people like new pair of Jordans, they gravitate towards you. So you also got to keep reinventing yourself to make it something new, so they can keep gravitating towards you.
Hmm.
Like that's people like kids, like a kid, you get them a toy, you wave it in front of them, and they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah." First 5 seconds, after 10 seconds, they throw the toy aside because it's boring. They're used to it. So you gotta take the toy and redo it a certain way and give it to them. They be like, "Oh my god, it's another toy," but no, it's the same toy.
Hmm.
So that's how they get. That's how people we're kind of still like kids, but just older. Like to me, that's how I think.
Gotcha.
Our minds get distracted very easily.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So do you feel pressure as far as like posting on social media? Is that kind of what
Oh
it
yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah. You don't if you don't post for a couple of days, the algorithm shoots you down, and then they'll push your content out there like that. And finding certain things. And now what they do this new thing called collaboration, and you gotta collaborate so they can push your content out there. If you don't collaborate, they're not pushing your content out there. All type of stuff. So like, so you gotta post. You gotta keep posting. Times, all type of stuff. So I've seen people, honestly, that started a page after me, less than me, past me in followers. But then I'll be sitting there like, are those real followers? So that's how I'm like, but slow and steady always wins the race. That's what
Definitely.
you can do it. So
Definitely. So I know you got a lot going on. You help people with the cars, credit, etc. Do you have like a particular offer that you would want to, talk about for the viewers?
for the what? I'm
For
sorry.
the people listening, for the people listening.
Oh,
You got an
that
ebook,
was
you got a course, like what we doing? You got a mentorship? What you got going on?
mentorship. I'm redoing it right now. I had one still up there with business credit, personal credit. But what I've done, I have constructed all of like my ebooks into like bundles, basically, because people always ask me personal credit, business credit. So
Hmm.
I just constructed everything into one bundle and I just put it out there for them. They can use all the information to rebuild their personal credit, build up their business credit again, the underwriter's information, stuff like that. And then the next one, which my graphic designer, she just asked me about this next bestseller, is basically the vendors. It's like you always kind of figure out who is reporting on your business credit, who's reporting, what they're reporting. So I've made a 500 plus vendors list. So it has like at least 500 different vendors listed in there from tier one, tier two, tier three, tier four, going on up. And as you apply, you move up your tiers and it's broken down. And I put a little worksheet in there, that little bundle, so you can, use it and build your business credit. So
Most
that I
definitely.
like the 500 one most. Honestly, I like that one
Okay, sounds
because
good. So where can people actually find that? Is it on your IG or where?
it's on my IG. It's on actually that one ebook, the 500 vendors ebook is actually pinned onto like my IG first three posts, and as well as it's on my website. It's looking on Christina the CEO.
Okay. So those of y'all listening, you can tap in. Christina the CEO is your IG?
Yeah.
Okay,
So as
sounds
well as
good.
the website.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have give us like a final gem or what you want people to take from this episode?
Really the sky is the limit. Like that's what it is. And be in competition with yourself.
Hmm.
Not and you would not, don't let anybody stop you. That's really it is. That's the things that I live by today. Like, don't let no one stop you. Be in competition with yourself, and like the sky's the limit. If someone tells you a no, you can't do it. Go somewhere where it's gonna be a yes. Always like try to figure that out. Go do your research. Always research for yourself. Understand for yourself, and don't be too hesitant. Just sit down and think about something a little bit. Reminisce it. Break it down. Make it make sense to you, and execute it. So, those are the principles of things that I actually use today and have to readjust in my head sometimes when I get ahead of myself.
Definitely. Definitely. Appreciate you sharing your story. Appreciate you sharing your experiences. Where can the people find you on online?
Well, Christina the CEO on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all social media channels, Twitter, everything. Christina the CEO.
Christina, the CEO. There you have it. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.